Welcome to the Travel Squad podcast, where adventure meets inspiration. We're your hosts. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Jamal. Together we explore international destinations, hike epic national parks, and share unforgettable travel experiences with you, one passport stamp at a time.
Our mission is to inspire you to travel by showing you how you can make it work no matter your budget, schedule, or experience level.
We bring you along so that you can laugh, get excited, and start planning your own trip.
So grab your ticket and your passport.
And don't forget your travel insurance.
And get ready to embark on a new adventure with us around the globe.
Hey Squaddies, Travel Squad Podcast is back with Just the Tip, our Friday mini episode series where we give you quick travel stories, hacks, and recommendations to set you off into the weekend right. Today, you are in luck. You have me, Just Kim, and I am taking you on a quick getaway to South Padre Island, Texas. South Padre Island is a resort town on a barrier island off the southern coast of Texas in the Gulf of Mexico. It is known for its beautiful sandy beaches, very warm water, and its vibrant tourism scene. I first heard about South Padre Island when I was writing travel content for Expedia 10 plus years ago, and it's definitely known for having a spring break vibe, being a vacation place for Texans. I learned about it way before I lived in Texas, and then after I moved to Texas, it was always on my list. I want to come here in the summer to escape the 100+ degree temperatures and have a little beach vacation in Texas, which is a very landlocked state. It is known in the Texas region to be the place for local tourists to have their beach getaway here in Texas. It's dubbed the nicest beach here in Texas. It's a hot spot for spring breakers. I've seen videos of South Padre Island during spring break, and the beach and beach bars are completely packed with people. The beach is completely taken over. But don't let that scare you. It is equally a very family-friendly vacation destination. Everyone I saw there when I went on my trip was in family vacay mode. There were no spring breakers when I was there in July. It is about a 5-hour drive from Austin, and last July I took my niece out here for just a one-night trip. We left super early in the morning and we got there around noon, and then the next day we left way later in the afternoon. So we wanted basically to take full advantage of a 24-hour trip, and that we did.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Walmart. New beauty is in bloom at Walmart, and it's all about springtime radiance. From Drybar, Tula Skincare, and hundreds more available online, Walmart has the premium brands you want and this season's on-trend products for flawless, glossy hair and hydrated skin. Big name beauty brands? Check. The things you love? Check. Find trending spring beauty and all you need to look and feel gorgeous at Walmart, on app and online.
I can say to my new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, hey, find a keto-friendly restaurant nearby and text it to Beth and Steve. And it does, without me lifting a finger. So I can get in more squats anywhere I can. 1, 2, 3.
Will that be cash or credit?
Credit. 4.
Galaxy S25 Ultra, the AI companion that does the heavy lifting so you can do you. Get yours at Samsung.com. Compatible with select apps. Requires Google Gemini account. Results may vary based on input. Check responses for accuracy.
Squaddies, before I get into the thick of this episode, I do want to remind you that we have a ton of resources on our website, travelsquadpodcast.com. So head over there to see everything we've ever recommended from Amazon, all of our itineraries, sign up for our twice monthly newsletter, and get all of our updates directly in your email box. So Saturday morning, bright and early, we left Austin, Texas at about 6 a.m. We drove about 5 hours to South Padre Island. And I will say the drive is very easy. It's just long. And it's long when your niece is sleeping in the front seat and making you do all the driving and entertaining yourself. When you finally get there, though, and you start to see the ocean, and you drive over that bridge that puts you onto the island, you are immediately transported into beach vacation mode. We all know that feeling when you finally arrive into a tropical place. You're just flooded with happiness, smiles all over, It is an amazing feeling. And then you drive across that bridge and you drive along the barrier island and you see all of the beach vibes and beach bars and beach places and beach activities, and you are immediately transported into a vacation destination. It's a wonderful feeling. When we got there, we drove down that barrier island and we drove to the Courtyard Marriott and checked in. It is a great hotel. I would highly recommend you stay here. When we checked in, they asked if we wanted a late checkout because we are Marriott Silver members. And so that's nice. That's really helpful to be able to check in early and check out late when you're just doing a one-night trip. And like I said, this hotel I would recommend. The room was super spacious. We had ocean views from the 5th floor. The 5th floor at this hotel is the highest story. It was really, really nice, actually. Super spacious hotel room. It was tile floors, had 2 queen-size beds, a couch, a pretty big kitchenette, big bathroom, and best of all, it had this gorgeous balcony with chairs on it that you can just sit out there and watch the waves. It was amazing. You could really sit on this balcony and just look at the ocean the whole time, but there's a lot to do here. There's also a beautiful resort pool right below, which has a good beach bar and beach restaurant right on the sand there too. So it's like you go down from your room, go out to the pool, then you hit the beach bar, then you're on the sand on the beach. It's a primo location. I would highly recommend you stay here. And we actually did a lot at this hotel that I'm going to get into. So after we checked in, we changed. We're here for the beach, so we didn't stay in the room too long. We went down to the beach. Right down on the beach, you can rent chairs and umbrellas. So that is what we did. The cost was $35. You can pay in cash or with Venmo, Zelle, and they'll set it right up for you, and you will have the rental all day long. And you're welcome to leave, go walk around, do whatever you want. Your chairs will still be there. I will say it's not the nicest chairs. If you're used to resort properties in Mexico and the Caribbean, it's not that, right? It's still Texas beach, but they were nice enough and they did the job, and we had a great time sunbathing for a while. We went swimming in the waters. I love the Gulf and I love the Miami beaches for the same reason. The water is warm. You can't swim in water like this in San Diego and in California. It just is too cold to be enjoyable. So when you get warm water like in South Padre Island, you can really just swim out there for a while. Me and my niece were out there just frolicking in the waves and swimming and laughing, and that was really, really fun. We came back in a little bit. We took a walk down the beach. We did a couple of cartwheels. We were just having a good time. Beach vacations just bring out this childlike feeling in you, and it is so nice. As we were walking down the beach, though, I realized it's actually a lot bigger than it feels. Yes, it's one small barrier island strip, but there's a lot to do along the strip. There's hotels, there's beach bars, there's a lot of stuff, and we were just staying that one night, so we couldn't really do a ton, and for that reason, I would really recommend you stay at least 2 nights or stay a couple nights. Rent a condo with a big group and stay 3, 4, 5 nights and just have a really great beach vacation. We decided to get some lunch at the hotel's beachfront restaurant. We got a cheeseburger, mozzarella sticks, fries. It was really, really good. The bartender was really nice and friendly here. And we made friends with him, and then we hit the beach again. This was our beach day, so we were out there having fun. Once we got our fix of the beach, we decided to go back into the room, kind of reset for a second, and then hit the Marriott pool. The pool was really, really nice. It had a bunch of different water fountains and things you could sit around and swim around, and so we were in there for a bit, relaxing in the pool chairs and having fun. We were kind of waiting for the night to fall, because at this time it's probably 6 o'clock or so. So we were kind of waiting for the fireworks. The fireworks go off right at the Marriott at 9:30 p.m. every day in the summer. And so this is a fantastic place to view the fireworks. And that is exactly what we did. For dinner, we just grabbed some food from the restaurant here at the Marriott, and we took it back up to the room to eat. After being in the sun all day, swimming in the water all day, and then, of course, that long drive in the morning, you're tired. So we called it a night.
Lowe's knows what makes SpringFest savings even better are member-only doorbuster deals. Right now, rewards members can save $40 on an Allen & Roth Chesler Gold faucet. Was $99, now $59. Plus, save $110 on a Cobalt 40-volt battery trimmer and blower combo kit. Was $279, now $169. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/24 while supplies last. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
I was never really a runner. The way I see running is a gift, especially when you have stage 4 cancer. I'm Anne. I'm running the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. I run for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute to give people like me a chance to thrive in life, even with cancer.
Join Bank of America in helping Anne's cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/supportAnne. What would you like the power to do? References to charitable organizations is not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
When you go on vacation with an 11-year-old, of course, they like to sleep in. So she slept in on Sunday morning. I got up early and decided to do a morning beach walk. One of the things that I miss from living in San Diego is the beach. And so if I'm ever around water, I want to take full advantage of it. So I went for a walk down the beach and it did not disappoint. It was perfect weather, amazing temperature. Hardly anyone was out on the beach at this time. It was probably like 8 in the morning, so not incredibly early, but it was a wonderful early morning beach walk. I went back up to the room then, woke up the niece and said, girl, we got to hit the road. We got to do things. And just across the street from the Marriott Hotel is a sea turtle conservatory. And we really wanted to go check that out. And I'm glad we did. And I would highly recommend that you do it. They have huge sea turtles in tanks on display here. And they're big tanks too. And the tanks have side windows so you can see the turtles swim by. And oh my God, I've never seen turtles that big. They're huge. You definitely have to come here. It's about $12 or so to get in, so it's not expensive. They also do baby sea turtle releases on random days. There's not a schedule, obviously. This is nature, so it depends on what they have and what's hatched and what they're needing to do. You can watch, but it just depends on the day. They will announce it on their Facebook page the day of if it's happening or not. So if you're coming, just check their Facebook page and maybe you'll get lucky. And we wanted to enjoy just as much of this place as we could. So we went back to the Marriott pool, sunbathed at the pool for a bit longer, and then we went over to Berry Divine Acai. We got acai bowls, soaked up the sun for just a little bit longer before we left to drive home around 3 p.m. Quick trip, right? And it is doable if you're in the Texas area to do a quick trip like that. I would recommend staying at least 2 nights. I would love to go back and go with my niece again, go with family again, or even go with friends. I think there's a lot that the nightlife has to offer that, of course, I did not do on this trip, but I'd love to go back and do that. There's also a lot of other stuff to do here, like I said, that I would recommend. There's some restaurants, Cafe on the Beach, Wana Wana Beach Bar and Grill, Yummy's Bistro. Those were all on my list that I would look into if I was going back. They also have, for children or families, a family-friendly foam pool party every Saturday evening at the Holiday Inn Resort. Of course, you can see those fireworks on Friday and Saturday nights, and there's just a lot more to do on the beach and in the town, shopping and beach activities and whatnot. So I would love to come back, and I will come back hopefully. But for now, thanks so much for tuning in to this week's Just the Tip. Make sure to subscribe, leave a review on Apple or Spotify, and follow us on all the socials at Travel Squad Podcast. And Squaddies, have fun traveling this weekend.